Hello, my today guest is Dr. Paweł Kowalski. He's a futurist of AI, especially in education, expert of AI, teaching AI. Paweł, we are here to discuss about future of AI in education. What's your point about it?
Well, I can say that the future of education is changing rapidly. What is completely astonishing to me is that we are in a completely different place that we were like a year ago. The appearance of the GPT-4 and the spread of the all new application that is right now attached to GPT-4 is completely changing the way that students are acquiring the knowledge, but it's also a huge challenge for us how to adjust our old-fashioned way classes to the future of GPT-4. We need to assume that in the future, all students, all people will use GPT-4 in some way, maybe some reasonable way. So we need to teach them how to use this tool. We need to teach them how to use it properly so they can be aware both of its possibilities but also of the limitations that are still occurring. So it's extremely important that those people will have the knowledge how to use it efficiently, because those who will use it efficiently, those who will use it in a good way, will be ahead of those who are afraid to use it. So as I said, it is both challenge for the students and for us as the teachers, as those who are bringing the knowledge to the younger people.
Do you think that it's an advantage of students who are now being taught, who are learning how to use AI, and are they ahead of us or people 10 years after us who were not able to learn?
My experience shows that the young people are not so eager and are not so keen to use it very efficiently. I found that the older generations, that we may call ourselves, are those who were taught how to speak and how to use the computers in, I would say, the writing way. We had to write the comments. We had to speak to the computers in their way. So that gave us some kind of capabilities to right now to communicate with them more efficiently. Because if we look on the GPT-4 right now, it looks like a very old text game. Although the old text games where we had to write the things, what we had to do, or how we have to play, those games were limited. And when we look on GPT-4, it's actually answers and possibilities are unlimited. But the way that we communicate are almost the same as we did like 20 or 30 years ago. So we got this knowledge, and now we need to use our skills just to pass to the younger people. Of course, in a very probably short time, in a year, maybe 2, maybe 3, it will be much more advanced. But as I said, we are in the kind of a big race right now. And those who will take the lead, who will take the pole position now, are very sure to keep it for the longer wave. So it's essential to be on the top of the race right here, right now.
I agree that not only students, but also older generations of lawyers should learn AI. And I'm really comfortable when you say that that we are not lost and we have some chances with students. Maybe you have an idea how we should change the way we teach law. I know you're starting a new subject in SWPS University. So how do you want to teach new technologies, AI?
Well, right now we are focusing on the GPT-4 because of its popularity. So that's the first approach. And what we are changing in our way of teaching, we are trying to show the students what kind of answers it can create, what kind of way, we may say, it thinks. Of course, we know that the AI is not thinking, it's kind of reproducing or creating things that it was programmed before. So we are trying to show the possibilities, but also to teach them the limits. So we had a huge discussion whether we should go back and try to give the students once again pens and paper just to avoid the possibility of scam that they may use. But we finally agreed that it's not the way. It's the wind of change, and we need to teach them how to work with it. So in my classes, one of my classes I'm conducting is the basics of law. We call it the legal skills that we are teaching the students on the first year. Before, we gave the students the cases and we discussed how to use it. Right now, we are giving the same cases. We are uploading this into GPT-4 and we are discussing the different answer possibilities. We are asking the same questions like 3 or 4 times and it's producing the different answers, and we are now teaching them what may be suspicious, where they can actually approach it, where they can ask it, how they can create their own prompt, their own way to make sure that the answer will be most accurate. And that's the most important, because we're showing them that they still need to have the knowledge. And it's extremely important to have this knowledge to control what the AI is creating. But once they know it, they can work much faster. They can reduce their sitting in front of the computer to 70-80%. So it's a lot. Actually, they can either develop in this way, they can go to more this work-life balance. So yeah.
Do you think that your alumni will be just the attorneys, judges, and simple lawyers, or maybe prompt engineers and some new type of jobs?
Well, that's a very good question, because what we may think that also the typical work of the lawyer will change, because the people can access and can read the most common types of contract cases through the AI, and then will not be needed. Although, as we know, all the way how to communicate with the courts, we know how to communicate with the people, we know what are the procedures. So part of our work will stay the same and unchanged. But also the people in the law industry who will learn how to give the good prompts, who will have the ability to reduce the amount of work, will be valued on the market greatly. So yes, the prompt engineering in law is extremely important in the very near future. I would say that we are just after the IT guys, because it's the GPT-4 is changing the IT industry, but we are just right after them in the way how our life and work will change.
So what would you advise to my colleagues who are a bit older than your students? What should they do to adjust to the market?
They should reach for the people who are teaching the prompting, because they need to know also how to communicate with the young people. They need to know what they can expect from the young people, because we may think that, for example, creating a huge contract may usually take like 10 days for a young student, and right now with the GPT-4 it will take 2 days. So right now I would expect that the company owners or the older lawyers, the senior lawyers, will teach them how to do this efficiently. I would advise all the 30 plus lawyers to come back and learn how to use it, because as it refers to the young people, that they will not be exchanged by the AI, but those who will understand will be much above the other younger people. The same will refer to the older generation. Those who will fully understand and unleash the potential of the AI and GPT-4 can make their place on the market much more higher and much more profitable.
Thank you, Paweł, for your presence here, and see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your invitation. Bye-bye.